20th January 2026. The question is, this is a cell, and this cell is connected with two copper wires. One copper wire name is W, and the other copper wire name is Z. Both are copper, so their material is same. Okay. In this circuit, these are two wires, as well as there is a fixed resistor. So the question is, sir, what is the purpose of fixed resistor? So remember, sir, the purpose of fixed resistor is to control current. Resistance is just like a brake in your car. If you are driving your car, then obviously the speed of car you can control by applying brakes. In the same way, if there is a resistor in a circuit, then by a resistor we can control the current of the circuit. Okay, so the first part is very simple. And now we are solving the second part, which is similar as the yesterday class. Okay. The question is, so two resistors are connected in series. We have solved a question in the last class in which two resistors initially connected in parallel, then it will connected in series. So same type question. That is why I selected to solve this question first. The question is that we are given an equation of drift velocity, and in this equation I use term Navy and examiner using Q having no difference. E is the elementary charge, E is the electron charge, and Q is also the same. Okay, so do not confuse, sir. What is the meaning of Q? Q is same as E, that is elementary charge. And now the question is, both wires are made of same material. In the last class, I have taught you this N is called number density of charge carrier, and its value depends upon material. If the material of W and material of Z is same, then obviously their number density will be same. And if their number density is same, then obviously their ratio will be equal to 1. But this line is given. This line is given. Okay. And now I am asking a question with Simra. Simra beta, the two resistors are connected in series. In series, there is one path to the flow of current. And if there is only one path to the flow of current, if there is only one path to the flow of current, then what will be value of ratio of their current, and what is the reason? Simra beta, can you answer? They are connected in series. They are connected in series. Simra, if W and Z are connected in series, then what will be ratio of their current? Sir, in series, there is one path to the flow of current, and if there is only one path to the flow of current, then the current in the both wires will be same. And if the current will be same in the both wires, then obviously their ratio will be 1. But in series, the value of current remains same everywhere. And if the value of current remains same everywhere, then obviously the ratio will be equal to 1. So I am writing in series, same current flows through each component. All components will carry same current. Okay, so the first part is very, very simple, which Simra could not answer. But Simra, in series, the current is same everywhere. In series, जी beta Simra. Okay, okay. But I think now you have understood. Okay, there are two wires, the wire W and wire Z, and they are connected in series. And if they are connected in series, beta, then obviously current will be same everywhere. And if the current is same everywhere, then obviously their ratio will be equal to 1. Okay, beta, this question is done. And now the second part, which is difficult part, and I am going to ask this part Manahil. Beta Manahil, the question is drift velocity. Drift velocity in W and drift velocity in Z. Will it be same or different? And you have attended the yesterday class as well. जी बेटा. Will it be same or will not same? Okay. It means you are saying it is not same. You are right. And the equation is I am ne V number one. As it is clear, sir, current is same everywhere. Material is same everywhere. E is same. So drift velocity is inversely proportional with area, and area means drift velocity is inversely proportional with the square of diameter. Okay, beta. And we are given some values for diameter. So diameter of W is twice the diameter of Z. Okay. So I am not solving the question. I am asking you what will be ratio of their velocity. जी बेटा, Manahil, try to solve it. What is the ratio of drift velocity in W divided by in Z? And remember, drift velocity is inversely proportional with diameter square. So you should write diameter square, as it is inversely proportional. So you should write Z here, you should write W here. ओके बेटा. एंड नाउ यू शुड सॉल्व. अगर मैं इसको पूरा कर दूंगा फिर तो कुछ भी नहीं बचेगा बेटा. तो जरा सॉल्व करके जल्दी से बताइए व्हाट विल बी रेशो. यू आर सेइंग इट विल बी 4. 1/4 और 4/1. जी जी. ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी रेशो व्हाट विल बी. हाँ. यू आर राइट. यू आर राइट. सर diameter of Z should remain as it is, and diameter of W I am putting its value. So diameter of W is 2 time of diameter of Z. Okay, and if you solve it, then obviously this 2 square, it becomes 1/4. So you are right, sir, the ratio will be 1/4. So the ratio is 1/4, and you should show the calculation here. But here I am writing, sir, as drift velocity is inversely proportional with area of cross section and inversely proportional with diameter square, and then you should show calculation here. Drift velocity in W divided by drift velocity in Z is equal to square of diameter as inversely proportional. Then in W it is given 2 times of Z, and when you finally solve it, then the answer is 1/4. So in exam you will write ratio as 1/4. Ratio is 1/4. Reason, so drift velocity is inversely proportional with diameter square, and I think you should show calculation in this way so that examiner can mark you 4 out of 4, because you have explained in all the ways. Answer, reason, and you are showing calculation. So this question is completed, and this question is as similar as we have done in the last class. Okay, so it was June 2021. And Banin, we are recording this class for especially for you because only you are absent. Okay, but also June 2021, we have solved this question. And now I am shifting to page number 7. I have planned page numbers. So I am shifting to page number 7 for the next question. Page number 7 is here. And before starting page number 7, I should teach you some theory and then we will start solving this question. Acha beta, we have completed our first topic of unit number 2, that is drift velocity. Because drift velocity we haven't studied in IGCSE. So it was our first topic. And we have solved two questions on drift velocity. And now the new topic of today's class is sir resistivity. Now we are going to solve questions on resistivity, but starting with first its theory. You know what is resistance? Sir, resistance is the opposition to the flow of current, and resistance is directly proportional to the length of the wire and inversely proportional to the area of cross section. Area of cross section means thickness of the wire. Area of cross section means thickness of wire. ठीक है जी. तो resistance is directly proportional to the length. If the wire is long, then resistance will be greater. If the length is short, then resistance will be small. For thick wire, there will be less resistance. And when you remove this proportionality, then we use a constant, and this constant is called resistivity. This constant is called resistivity. And student ask, sir, what is the difference between resistance and resistivity? So I am going to explain. Sir, if you have a wire of any length and any thickness, consider the length is 10 meter, consider the thickness is 2 meter square, and if you calculate its opposition to the flow of current, then this opposition is called resistance. For calculating resistance, the length of the wire, the thickness of the wire, you have no condition. But if you are calculating resistivity of a material, then length of the wire must be 1 meter and the thickness of the wire must be 1 meter square. And you know, if the length is 1 meter and and area is 1 meter square, then the volume of the wire becomes 1 meter square, sorry, 1 meter cube. And now, if you calculate, if you measure the resistance of this wire, the resistance, now I am writing the definition, the resistance of per unit volume. You know, per unit volume means 1 meter cube. 1 meter cube means per unit volume. 1 meter cube means per unit volume. The resistance of per unit volume of a conductor is called resistivity. And in exam, they ask this question. That is why I have explained and wrote its proper definition. Is called resistivity. In exam, they will ask what is meant by resistivity. Then you will write the resistance of per unit volume of a conductor. The resistance of per unit volume of a conductor. It is called resistivity. So if you have a wire of length 1 meter and area 1 meter square, then its volume is 1 meter cube. And now, if you measure the resistance of this 1 meter cube volume, then this resistance is called resistivity. And that is why its another name is specific resistance. Specific resistance means for a specific volume, the specific resistance is called resistivity. Okay, so this is its introduction, and now I think we should solve questions. And when we will solve question, then this concept will be more cleared. And the main thing again, sir, resistivity value depends upon material. Okay, its value depends upon nature of material. If you have a copper wire, then its resistivity is low, and if you have steel wire, then its resistivity is high. So resistivity depends upon nature of material. And now we are solving question. It is January 2022 question. The question is, sir, we have a nichrome wire of length 0.45 meter. This is our first question, so we should solve this question properly. Nichrome wire length 0.45 meter, area 2.5 exponent minus 7, resistance is 2 ohm, and calculate resistivity. So R is equals to raw length over area. And if you are calculating resistivity, then resistivity will be equal to resistance into area divided by length. And now I am putting the values. So resistance, it is 2.0 ohm, area 2.5 exponent minus 7, length 0.45, and now you are calculating resistivity. And the unit of resistivity is not given, so you should write the unit of resistivity. Sir, what is unit? I am writing unit. So the unit of resistance is ohm, area is meter square, length is in meter, and if you cancel out meter with meter square, then the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Ohm meter. जी बेटा, you can solve this question by using calculator. I'm waiting for your answer. It is January 2022 question. जी बेटा, I am waiting. Okay. अच्छा बेटा, all the given numbers are in two significant, so I should write only 1.1. Okay, this is the resistivity. And now the question is calculate drift velocity. And we have studied this topic. So the equation of drift velocity is I m ne v, or you can write q. Okay, you can write q because in the last question they wrote q. Okay, so n is the number density. So number density is 9 exponent 28. This is number of conduction electron per meter cube. Number density. Area. Sir, area we were given in the last part 2.5 exponent minus 7. It was the area. Sir, drift velocity we have to calculate. Q is the charge of electron. Sir, 1.6 exponent minus 19. But Simra, I am asking you a very simple question. In this question, sir, you are not given current. You are not given current. Okay. Ji beta Simra, what should I write for current? Simra, what should I write for current? I have circled for your convenience. Huh? Then what should I write? Give me the numbers. 2. 2 is the resistance. I am asking what should I write here? What should I write here, beta? 2. Yada. Beta, this is current, and you know Ohm's law V equals to IR. I am asking you I. Then I is equal to V upon R. Okay, beta. I is equal to V upon R. What is V, beta? What is I? What is V? What is R? G. Yes, now you are right. 3 is the voltage, R is 2 ohm, so it becomes 3 upon 2. Okay, beta. So we are not given current directly. So first we are calculating current and this current value is put here. And now you have to calculate drift velocity. तो अगर बेटा बनीन या किसी बच्चे ने कैलकुलेट कर ली और ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी तो बेटा मुझे बताइए. What is drift velocity? What is drift velocity? एक्सपोनेंट -4 काफी अजीब सा नंबर है मेरे ख्याल में. बेटा जैनब आप मुझे हेल्प करोगी? बनीन की बात सही है, जाने दूं? ठीक है, जो आ रहा है इट्स ओके, हमने आपकी बात मान ली. फिर दो बच्चों का सेम आंसर आ रहा है, आने दे. ठीक है जी. तो ये क्वेश्चन भी हमारा मेरे ख्याल में कंप्लीट हो गया जी. नहीं सर, अभी कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ. कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ. ठीक. अब जरा बेटा यहाँ पर आ जाए. यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहा है? ये वही वाली बात बोल रहा है बेटा. जैनब वो जो आज मैंने क्लास के शुरू में एक्नॉलेज की थी कि मुझसे शायद कोई गलती हो गई है. ठीक है ना. लेकिन वहां पे तो उसने बोला था करंट इज सेम. पर यहाँ जरा पढ़िएगा क्या लिखा है, जरा गौर से सुनना. A student suggests that drift velocity will be double if the length of wire is halved. If the length of the wire, only the length of the wire is changed, and they are asking, okay, will it double the drift velocity or not? So I am writing again formula. Sir, I am navy. Okay, beta. Only, only length of the wire is halved. Sir, when length half, resistance will halve. If length is halved, then resistance will halve. Why? Because resistance is directly proportional with length. If length is halved, then obviously resistance will halve. And you know, current is inversely proportional with resistance. So, current will double. And if current is double, then drift velocity is directly proportional with current. As current is doubled, thus drift velocity will also double. Now, beta Zainab, in this question, it is given that length of the wire is halved. Okay, beta. And if the length of the wire is halved, then obviously resistance will be halved. And if resistance is halved, then current will be doubled. And if the current is doubled, then obviously drift velocity will also be doubled. And it is according to the marking scheme, having no confusion. ठीक है जनाब. और ये क्वेश्चन बेटा आपको नजर आ रहा है. It is January 2022. And after my class, I will share you its marking scheme as well. Okay, beta. I have this worksheet as well as its marking scheme. So I will share you its marking scheme as well. So this question is completed with question of resistivity and drift velocity. It was page number 7. And now the next question is page number 13. The next question for today's class is page number 13. Yes, this is page number 13. This is a wire and this is a nichrome wire. And No, no, not a nichrome wire. The photograph shows a thin coiled tungsten wire. This is a tungsten wire, and it is used in a filament light bulb. Okay. Complete the sketch graph to show how current varies with potential difference for a filament length. Abdullah, but I am asking you a very, very simple question. Abdullah, this is a filament lamp. For filament lamp, what is the shape of IV graph? Abdullah, Abdullah, are you there? Abdullah, yeah, Abdullah, I am asking you a very simple question. The question is, what is IV graph, current voltage graph for filament lamp? Will it be straight line, or will it be a curve? And there are two types of curve: bending towards current axis or bending away from current axis. So what is the shape of IV graph for filament length, Abdullah? Will it be straight line or not? Okay, so I am erasing straight line, and now we have two graphs. One of them is red and the other one is black. Then what do you think? What is the correct graph, beta? Black or red? Black. You are right. You are right. Okay. You are right. Sir, it will bend away from the current axis, but when it becomes hot, initially temperature remains constant, but as it becomes hot, then resistance begin to increase. And you should draw in this quadrant as well this graph. So your graph is perfect, Pita. Okay. And now we have a question. The question is calculate drift velocity. Drift velocity. Sir, formula of drift velocity is I m ne v. And in this question, sir, we are given diameter. Sir, we are given diameter. So area will be pi r square. Okay. So I am starting to put the values, or I am asking Zainab. Zainab, beta, can you help me to put the values in this equation? What is current? What should I write? What is current? 0.44. What is number density? Number of charge. uh, Okay. And then area, sir, we are not given area, sir, we are given diameter. So what should I write? Pi, pi r square, and we should half this diameter. So the half of the diameter will be 0.023, and it is in millimeter. So I should use exponent minus 3 with the square. Sir, we are calculating drift velocity. However, what is value of E, Zainab? What is the value of E? What is value of E? Sorry, E is the elementary charge, E is the charge of electron. Its value is given in the data sheet. Okay. So you can say, sir, it is given in the data sheet. So why do I memorize it? But I think you should memorize it because this is a very important number in physics. 1.6 exponent minus 19. You should memorize it. ठीक है बेटा, ये आगे बहुत काम आएगा. अभी आपने कुछ दिनों बाद क्वांटम फिजिक्स पढ़नी है. क्वांटम फिजिक्स में तो ई तंग कर देगा आपको. तो यू शुड मेमोराइज ई. इट इज 1.6 exponent minus 19. So now you can calculate V. I am not wasting your time. By using calculator, you can calculate V. ठीक है. So I am moving forward. So the question is, the next part is, sir, when the PD is 140 volt, you are given. When the PD is 140 volt, the current is 0.44 ampere. And now they are asking, deduce the temperature of the filament. Sir, what is the mean? So I'm going to explain. But we are given voltage and current. Okay. So, if you are given voltage and current, then we can calculate resistance. Sir, voltage 140, current 0.44. So you can calculate current. Ji beta Banin, what is current beta Banin? 140 upon 0.44. What is, sorry, what is resistance? 318. Okay, 318. This is resistance. Okay. And when we have calculated resistance, then I am going to use this formula, raw L over area. Okay. And we will calculate resistivity. We will calculate resistivity. If the resistivity is 0.55, then temperature will be 20. If the resistivity is 2.43, then temperature will be 700. If the resistivity is 5.57, then temperature will be 1700. Okay, so you should calculate resistivity. And if you have calculated resistivity, then we can decide what is the temperature. So I am not solving this question. I am asking you to solve this question. Resistance is 318. Resistance is 318. You have to calculate resistivity. You are given length. You are given diameter to calculate area. And now tell me what is resistivity. I am waiting. You should calculate resistivity. You should calculate resistivity. And the value of resistivity will determine the temperature. But Abdullah, I am asking you to give me the answer, Abdullah. Abdullah will answer me. Abdullah bhai, you have to calculate resistivity. Then we will decide temperature. What is resistivity? बेटा बनी ना बता दो what is resistivity? Okay. So बेटा Banin told me sir resistivity is 9.11 exponent minus 7 ohm into meter. And the nearest value of 9.11, sir, it is 2700. So the temperature of filament will be 2700. Temperature of filament is equal to 2700 Celsius. ठीक है बेटा अब्दुल्ला सर वी हैव कैलकुलेटेड रेजिस्टेंस फर्स्ट बाय V upon V is equals to IR. Sir, length is given 580 millimeter. Sir, we are given diameter, so you can calculate area. So Banin told me sir resistivity is 9.11. So the answer is 2700 degrees Celsius. So question number page 13 is also completed. And now the last question is page number 19. Today's class, the last question is page number on 19. We will solve all the questions. I think before this is a question, page number 19. Okay, page number 19. So the question is the student made a resistor of 9 ohm and this is a copper wire and you are given diameter. You are given diameter. Question is calculate area of cross section. Sir, area of cross section is pi r square or radius is equals to half of the diameter. So some teacher says, sir, pi diameter square upon 4. So everyone is right. Sir, value of pi is 3.142. Then diameter, sir, diameter is 0.15 millimeter divided by 2. It is the half of the diameter with a square. And when you solve it by calculator, then answer will be 2 exponent minus 8. 2 exponent minus 8. This is the area of the wire. This is the area of the wire. So by diameter, you have calculated area. And now the next question. Calculate length. Calculate length. And you are given resistivity as well. So, sir, this is a part of last question. And in the last question, they have calculated resistance. They have calculated resistance, which I have no idea what is resistance. So if you are given resistance, then formula is raw length over area. So resistivity is given 1.68 exponent minus 8. Sir, length you have to calculate area. Sir, area in the last part we have calculated 2 exponent minus 8. Okay. And if we have solved a part of the question, then obviously we know what is R. Okay. So if you know the value of R, then obviously you can calculate length. So we cannot solve this question because I don't know what is R. What is R? I don't know. Okay. So now the last part, calculate drift velocity. Calculate drift velocity. Sir, for drift velocity, I am Navy. I am Navy. N is the number density. Number density is 8.49 exponent 28. Area, sir, we have solved area 2 exponent minus 8. 2 exponent minus 8. Drift velocity, we are calculating. E is the charge of electron. And current, sir, current of R is not given. Okay, this is M meter reading, but the M meter reading will not be the current of R because this current will be divided in the two resistor. Okay, so the value of current I don't know. So this question we cannot solve completely because in part A, which we haven't solved, so we cannot complete this question. Sorry भाई, मैंने इस चीज को पहले नोट नहीं किया कि इसके लिए लास्ट पार्ट आना जरूरी है, इसलिए हमने ये क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट नहीं कर सके. सॉरी भाई. अच्छा जी, this was page number 19 and then page number 22. Then page number 22. Page 22, I think, yes, this is page number 22. This is page number 22. On this page number 22, sir, a copper wire radius given Current given, number density given, and you have to calculate drift velocity. So I am V current, sir, current is 5.1, number density 8.5, exponent 28, area, sir, to calculate area, sir, we will use pi r square, pi r square. Drift velocity we have to calculate. E is the elementary charge and it is 1.6 exponent minus 90. So you can calculate drift velocity. Okay, so recording is stopped.